We're getting a look at the country's official population numbers this year for the first time in a decade. The 2020 census has started, but a recent estimate showed a troubling sign for Decatur. It was shown to be one of the fastest shrinking cities in the country. WCIA3's Andy Olson looks at why that is and what the city is doing to combat it.
The U.S. Census Bureau's 2019 population estimates are just that, estimates. But their calculations paint a harsh picture for the city of Decatur. The numbers show Decatur is the third fastest shrinking city in the U.S. The population has gone down over 7% since 2010 and is now at just over 70,000 people.
It's certainly a little bit disappointing or frustrating that we're still on that downward trend, and to put us into that category of the third fastest shrinking town, a large town in America, is it's not a title that anybody necessarily wants.
The city's peak came in the 90s at just under 100,000 people. Deputy City Manager John Kinseth thinks the decrease happened for a variety of reasons, including people leaving town to go to other school districts, the older population heading south, and the entire state's population loss. But as a city that has lost thousands of jobs since the last full census, a U of I urban planning professor says the U.S. and Midwest economy has had the biggest impact.
If Decatur wants to start increasing its population, and it wants to enhance its tax base, to increase its tax ratables, that is, these economic forces have to be taken on. And that's not an easy thing to do.
Decatur has been working towards increasing its population by annexing in more land. City leaders are also focused on making sure people participate in this year's census.
The city has been working hard with a lot of our community partners to try to encourage the 2020 census. We're hoping that that's going to bring our population number back up from the 2019 estimate that the census release that started this conversation. But time will tell.
In Decatur, Andy Olson, WCIA3, your local news leader.
The deputy city manager says his office is focusing on neighborhood and community revitalization projects to help. A full look at the fastest shrinking rankings from the census show Decatur is not the only Illinois city in there. Rockford also made the list. Only cities with more than 50,000 people were included in the census table.